Welcome once again to Gist TV, your number one home for fire Nollywood gist, shocking revelations, behind-the-scenes drama, and exclusive celebrity confessions that will leave you speechless. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now, turn on your notification bell, and stay tuned because today's gist is one of the most emotional, unexpected, and controversial stories to ever hit Nollywood in recent times. It's about actress Pearl Watt, who has finally broken her silence and revealed a painful truth involving her close friends and colleagues, Maurice and Sonia Uche. What she confessed has set the entire Nollywood community on fire and left fans in total disbelief. According to exclusive information reaching Gist TV, Pearl Watt recently opened up during an emotional live session about what she called her season of betrayal and healing. For months, fans have noticed that Pearl has been distant from both Maurice and Sonia Uche, two people she used to call family. These three were known to be inseparable, always laughing, working together, and showing the world that genuine friendship could exist in Nollywood. But lately, something changed. And now, Pearl has confessed that what really went down behind closed doors nearly broke her. During her live video, Pearl could barely hold back tears. She spoke softly, with pauses that hinted at deep emotional pain. According to her, sometimes, the people you trust the most are the ones who hurt you in ways you can't explain. I learned that love and loyalty don't always mean the same thing to everyone. That one line alone sent fans into a frenzy. Comments flooded in instantly as people started trying to decode who and what she was referring to. But the shock came when she mentioned two familiar names, Maurice and Sonia Uche. Pearl said she had kept quiet for a long time because she didn't want to bring drama online, but that the truth had been eating her up. She said, "I was close to both of them. We shared everything, from dreams to secrets, from laughter to pain. But something happened that changed everything. I lost people I thought would always be in my corner." Though she didn't go into full detail at first, fans immediately connected the dots. Some claimed it had to do with a project they all worked on together, while others said it was something personal. As the live continued, Pearl's tone grew heavier. "You know," she said, "in this industry, loyalty is rare. Sometimes, you think you have family, but all you have are co-stars waiting for the next opportunity to leave you behind." Those words hit deep. People in the comment section started dropping messages like, "She's talking about Maurice and Sonia, I just know it," while others tried to calm the fire by saying, maybe she means something else entirely. But then, Pearl confirmed the suspicions. "I still love them both," she said. "But I can't pretend like what happened didn't change me forever." That statement exploded across social media like wildfire. Within minutes, the live was trending. Bloggers reposted the clips, fans dissected every line, and hashtags like #PearlWatt, #MauriceSam, and #SoniaUche began topping Nollywood Twitter trends. Everyone wanted to know what exactly happened. Sources close to the trio later revealed to Gist TV that the fallout might have started during the production of a major movie last year. The three were working on the same set under Uche Nancy's production, and according to insiders, there was a misunderstanding that went far beyond the script. One source said, there was tension between Pearl and Sonia during that shoot. It started over a scene, but it became personal. Maurice was caught in the middle, and it created a wall between all three of them. Apparently, Pearl felt left out when Maurice and Sonia began spending more time together outside work. They had always been a trio, but suddenly, she was the third wheel. According to another insider, Pearl started feeling like Maurice and Sonia were building a bond that excluded her. It wasn't about romance at first, it was about friendship, but feelings got mixed along the way. During her confession, Pearl admitted that what hurt her most wasn't betrayal in the romantic sense, but emotional abandonment. "It's not always about love triangles or gossip," she said. "Sometimes it's just about realizing you were never as important to them as they were to you." Her voice broke as she said those words, and fans could feel her pain through the screen. Almost immediately, fans began flooding social media with mixed reactions. One comment read, "Pearl Watt deserves better. She's too genuine for Nollywood politics." Another said, "Maurice and Sonia should be ashamed if they truly hurt her. She's always been loyal." But not everyone agreed. Some defended Maurice and Sonia, saying, "Maybe it's just miscommunication." These things happen. We shouldn't rush to judge. Still, the majority of fans couldn't hide their disappointment. One fan wrote, "Pearl what is crying on live because of people she called family. That's deep. Nollywood friendships are fake abeg." Another said, "I knew something was wrong when they stopped posting each other. It was too obvious." As the drama unfolded, clips of their old interviews resurfaced online, videos where Pearl, Sonia, and Maurice laughed together, calling each other siblings. Fans began reposting them with sad captions like, "Look how happy they were before things fell apart," and "From best friends to strangers." The most shocking part came when a fan asked Pearl directly during the live if she still speaks to Maurice Sam. Her response was subtle but heartbreaking. "We don't talk like before," she said. "Sometimes silence is the only way to heal." That line broke the internet. Within an hour, screenshots of her words went viral. Some fans accused Maurice of abandoning her, while others insisted he might also be hurting in silence. Gstef TV reached out to insiders who confirmed that Maurice and Pearl haven't worked together on any major project since that fallout. Sonia, on the other hand, reportedly tried reaching out privately, but things never returned to how they were. One crew member who worked with them said, "It was obvious the bond had cracked. They were cordial, but the spark was gone. It's sad because their energy together was pure magic." The emotional storm didn't stop there. Pearl later dropped another message on her Instagram story that seemed to deepen the mystery. It read, "Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means learning to breathe again after you've been suffocated by disappointment." Fans flooded the comment section with supportive messages. "Queen, you rise above this," one wrote. Another said, "We love you, Pearl, your light will never dim." But just when fans were beginning to calm down, a shocking twist happened. A few days later, Maurice Sam shared a post of his own, a cryptic quote that said, "Sometimes people play the victim in stories they created." That post sent shockwaves through the internet. Everyone assumed it was directed at Pearl. His comment section went wild. One fan wrote, "Are you talking about Pearl?" Another said, "This is getting messy. Please, you all should talk privately." Sonia Uche, on her part, didn't say much, but she posted a short video of herself smiling with the caption, "Peace over everything." Fans immediately linked her calmness to the ongoing drama, interpreting it as her subtle way of saying she wasn't affected. Some called her insensitive, while others praised her for refusing to feed the fire. The situation got so heated that even Nollywood insiders started chiming in anonymously. One actor said, "It's painful to see friends break apart like this. They were like siblings. Whatever happened must have cut deep." Another producer added, "This industry can test even the strongest bonds. Fame changes people, but sometimes it's just misunderstandings blown out of proportion." Through all the chaos, fans continued to express how heartbroken they were about the situation. One tweet read, "Pearl what deserves her own healing era. Nollywood friendships are too transactional." Another said, "You could tell from her voice she's been holding back pain for too long. That leave was therapy for her." But interestingly, not everyone believed Pearl's confession was entirely pure. Some skeptics argued that she was using emotion to manipulate public sympathy. A controversial comment online read, "She knows fans will always side with whoever cries first. This might just be clout." That comment didn't sit well with her loyal supporters, who immediately fired back, saying, "You can't fake that kind of pain. If you watched her live, you'd know she was genuinely broken." As the story kept unfolding, Gstef TV discovered that despite the emotional fallout, Pearl still has love and respect for both Maurice and Sonia. In another part of her confession, she said, "No matter what happened, I will never wish them bad. I just wish things could go back to how they used to be. But maybe that's not possible anymore." Those words struck a chord with fans. One user commented, "That's real maturity. She's hurt but still speaks with grace." Another said, "This is the kind of heart that Nollywood doesn't deserve." The emotional aftermath of her confession continued for days, with blogs, fan pages, and even YouTube channels analyzing every detail. People began speculating about what could have gone wrong between three people who once called each other family. Some fans believe it was professional jealousy, others say it was emotional distance, and a few think there might have been romantic misunderstandings that no one wants to admit publicly. One thing that stood out in the entire saga was how human and vulnerable Pearl appeared. She didn't shout, she didn't curse, and she didn't accuse anyone by name. She simply spoke her truth, and that's what made it so powerful. Fans described it as one of the rawest and most genuine confessions from a Nollywood star in years. Since her revelation, Pearl has gained a wave of new supporters who see her as a voice for authenticity in an industry many call fake. Hashtags like #JusticeForPearl and #WeLoveYouPearl began trending, with fans sharing clips of her movies and interviews, celebrating her strength and honesty. Meanwhile, some fans still hope that time will heal whatever happened between the trio. One fan tweeted, "I believe they'll reconcile someday. Real friendships don't die, they just take breaks." Another replied, "If they ever reunite, it'll break the internet." Through it all, Pearl has continued to maintain a calm and positive outlook. In a recent post, she wrote, "I've learned that pain can either destroy you or shape you. I choose peace." That post touched so many hearts that even those who once doubted her sincerity started softening. So my people, what do you think about this? Did Maurice and Sonia Uche truly hurt Pearl What, or was this just a misunderstanding that got blown out of proportion? One thing is certain, this gist has opened the eyes of many Nollywood fans to how fragile even the strongest bonds can be when fame, emotions, and pride collide. Make sure you subscribe to GistF TV, your #1 home for hot Nollywood gist, emotional confessions, and the real stories behind the glitz and glamour. Here, we don't sugarcoat anything, we give you the full story, straight from the heart of Nollywood. Because in this industry, every smile hides a story, and every silence has a reason. Stay tuned, because the next gist might just be hotter than this one.